Today I've got some Polynesian food from MJ's and famz Catering in Mangarees. Let's try it out and rate it from 1 to 10. So inside here is a bunch of Polynesian food which I'm not familiar with, but let's see if it's any good. There's going to be a bunch of things that I might pronounce incorrectly, so I apologize. But let's try it out. So the ikan mata, which is like the raw fish, I believe. I think that's a curry. Some fried bread. And a bunch of things in here. Actually, this is actually the seafood chowder. So this is a Cook Island menace, or like a Cook Island potato salad. What? I actually really enjoyed the ikan mata. I think it's really good. The coconut covering the fish is actually really nice. Really fragrant coconut flavor, and it's also a little bit tart, and it cuts down the richness of the coconut. Really nice. The fish was actually really nice. It tastes fresh, it has really nice firm texture. I also really like the vegetables that they actually put in here. It provides really nice texture and it's quite refreshing for me. It pairs really well with the fish and the coconut. I'm surprised I enjoyed that as much as I did. The potato salad, it's creamy, it's rich. The potatoes are quite nicely cooked. And I also quite like the beetroot in here, and it gives it a nice acidity and quite nice texture. I'm not a big fan of like the peas and corns in here. I would like there to be more of like a crunchy element, so like a cucumber or like a celery. And also I think there's actually too much mayo in here. It kind of takes over and it's a little bit too much for me. The beef curry actually has quite nice flavour. It's creamy, coconutty, and I can really taste the curry powder in here. It's quite nice. I'd say that the vegetables are cooked for a little bit too long. It's more on the softer side than I would like. And the beef in here is actually quite flavorful. It is actually quite soft, but it's quite dry, like really dry for me. The chop suey I'm not the biggest fan of. Although the texture of the noodles is actually quite nice, to be honest, but the flavour is kind of missing for me. All I taste is just a bit of soy sauce, and the beef is actually quite chewy and quite dry. The cassava, I'm actually a really big fan of the cassava. I love the kind of coconutty cream on top. It pairs really well with the cassava. For those who haven't had cassava before, it's kind of between a yam and a kumara, I would say. Now the fried bread, surprisingly for me, really good. Very soft, very fluffy, it's sweet. It doesn't have a crispy exterior, but it's good. Alright, I have to say, that seafood chowder was actually banging. Actually super good. All the seafood in there, very fresh and really nicely cooked. The flavour on the chowder is actually banging, like super good. You can definitely taste like the seafood in there. You can definitely taste the coconut, you can taste the turmeric, you can taste the spices, all working really well together. This is really good. I would say one thing is that the chowder is a little bit too salty by itself, but when you dibble with the fried bread, it's really good. Overall, I give the container with the chopped suey and potato salad a 6 out of 10. I give the ikan mata a 7.5 out of 10. And I give the seafood chowder an 8.2 out of 10. That was actually kind of my first kind of introductory meal to Polynesian food, and I actually quite enjoyed that. That was actually really nice for me. They've got some really good components here, in my opinion. I'm no expert, but I think they have some pretty good stuff here. MJ's and famz Catering is actually a small business that recently opened up. If you want to try out some of the food, you have to DM them through Instagram or Facebook. I hope you guys check them out because they actually have very nice people. Anyways, peace.